Hello, everybody. Welcome to NUFC Talk TV. Welcome to another live match, reaction live match. Review of the game versus Nottingham Forest away. What are our takeaways from this match? What is my takeaway? My reaction to this one. Very happy, very delighted with the win. I was right at the end of the day, 3-1. I did change my score though, so I won't get any points or whatever points I can get because I wanted to see the lineup, and I thought if Tonali plays mainly, and obviously I've been talking about my man Harvey Barnes for a long time. If those guys, if they're although I gave up a little bit on Harvey Barnes because Willock and Joe Linton on the left, fair enough, but Tonali needed to be on the pitch. That's what I based my score on 3-1. I did have it spot on, but I saw a certain changes before the game, and I changed it to 1-1. My thought on the game was New Forest was a better team in the first half. I think they um, got the goal. They got it on the first try, and then their game plan was sit back and relax and actually defend, do their thing, and that was part of the game plan. That was what they wanted to do, and they accomplished that. And to me, if you accomplish what you want to do on the pitch, you become the better team. Simple as that. And that's what they did. They defended well. We couldn't find it. We were toothless in the first half when it comes to um, attacking and making that last pass and actually looking dangerous. I mean, we had two shots from Willock and from Bruno Guimaraes that something just to create something out of nothing. Shoot, maybe I'll score and we'll be in a great position. Well done by Matt Sells uh, doing his job. And I think that was the first half, basically. I didn't see particularly enough anything great from the midfield. Willock was the best midfielder on the pitch and one of the best players in this game. Also, Lewis Hall, unbelievable on the left, once again proving that he is he's meant to be an England international. Um, to me, Longstaff had a decent game. I think I would give him about a 7 on his game. I think that was he was a decent performance tonight. But so I don't want to get into the slating and slaughtering of Longstaff because he doesn't deserve it. He's had one really good game against Arsenal, one decent game today. Not really, um, you know, I don't want to get. It's not about Longstaff, in my opinion, because Mr. Mighty Win likes to bring up the conversation of we win with Longstaff. We were the stat, those guru and myths that he believes in were non-existent at the time we were 1-1. We came a different way, by the way, when we started the second half. I mean, different attitude, different everything. We equalized the game. Great job. But what happened when we brought in the best players? When Tonali came on the pitch, man, he's a different sauce, isn't he? He's a different type of player. He's a different quality. He's just a different guy. He's different. He's like he's got a halo on top of his head, and he's just everywhere he moves, he's just shining. He's got a glow around him when he plays football, man. In two plays that Tonali was involved, bang bang, Newcastle United 3-1. Just that simple. Is it going to be that simple every time? You just put in Tonali and all of a sudden we win? No, that's not going to happen because that would be God doing that. And God doesn't play. He's got bigger fish to fry. He doesn't play football. So, but Tonali is just really good quality, and that's why he needs to be on the pitch, and he's proven that today once again. I gave up on the fight on Harvey Barnes. I gave up because Joe Linton, Joe Willock. I mean, okay, they've been doing decent, so I gave up on that. But Harvey Barnes, man, he gets that ball. He's just different. He's different as well, man. He's a different lad, different talent. He can win you the game, and he hasn't played really that amount of minutes in a long time. He comes on, he gets like what, 10 minutes? Is that what he got? Less, and he's still the most effective player for Newcastle United this whole season on a few minutes of play, and that's what you got to do. Give him the ball and let him create, let him invent, because he'll figure it out. Very happy and delighted for the win, of course. I think that Eddie Howe has definitely some takeaways on this one. he definitely has something to think about because when he brought in the best players, he won the game. When he didn't, we were at best equalized. And so, very happy with the win. Joe Linton, great job. I thought he needed to be subbed off, but at the end of the day, he ended up, playing, getting back to his original. Is the first half. He was playing good. Obviously, he scored that goal out of nowhere. Great counterattack. And everybody else, to me, decent performance. You probably got to say Joe Linton man of the match just because he sealed the game. But certainly, Mr. Lewis Hall has to be taken in consideration. I'm going to bring up the panel now. And don't forget, subscribe, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, do all of that stuff. Please help us out. We got the Mighty Win. We got Gary. We got Pittsburgh Mags, Benjamin on the channel right now to discuss this latest victory that has done us a great service, to be fair. Hit the like button. Let me get to the Mighty Win to give his opinion on the game. Mighty Win? You're muted. There we go. Speak up, though, because your mic is low.
We were already winning when Tonali and Barnes came on the pitch. So they didn't win the game for us. We're already winning the game. We were comfortably the best team for 90 minutes. They got a goal because of one defensive mistake by J7.
I just want to...
Simple.
I just
so
want
don't give me this.
No, I'm going to give you. Hold on. I just want to give you a quick fact. That Tonali came on at the 69th, I believe. We scored in the 74 and the 72nd. That's when we started winning. So, based on that, I'll let you have your opinion on the game. Go ahead.
We were the better team throughout. Even though at half time you were saying, Nottingham are the best team, they've done what they need to do, they've got their goal, they're defending it, and all the chat was going along with you. The scoreline was not reflecting the play, as it didn't reflect the play against Brighton, as it didn't reflect the play against Everton, because we were not finishing our dinner. Today we finished our dinner. Simple. There you go. Newcastle were the better team, and we are rightly now in joint 5th position.
All right, Gary. I guess that's all he had to say. So, Gary, go on, mate.
Look, where do you start? Where do you finish? For me, we looked as we have done all season against teams that sit back, void of ideas of how to break teams down. Where we seem to be overcomplicating situations that we didn't need to. We dominated ball. Yes, we dominated possession, but it was dominating possession in areas that weren't going to obviously get us a goal. And like I said, for me, all it needed was a goal, because once they'd got their goal from very poor defending on our side, we'd got to change the way we play. Change the way we built up. And like I said, as much as I enjoyed the link-up play, Anthony Gordon just wasn't involved in the game for me today on the right-hand side. There was a little bit of a switch around to try and get Anthony Gordon involved. And again, I criticised and critiqued by changing too many players around. Are we going to suffer for that? And to be fair, we didn't. It looked like we'd got a way of then bringing the right-hand side into the game a lot more in the second half. And you've got to give credit where credit's due. J7, for me, with his work ethic, what he tries to do on the left-hand side, and that's by bringing other players in. He hasn't got the ability to beat players, we know that, but his link-up play with Willock and Hall has been second to none. When he come out to the right-hand side, I did question where we're going to be, because we know he's not a crosser of the ball. He tried a couple of crosses, and we'd seen that they went a little bit floaty, a little bit long and a bit deep, and didn't really give us anything to work with. But then all of a sudden, he started to play more of an inside right channel, and that allowed Tino to press on down into the width a little bit more. And what that did was overbalance. Once we'd got that goal, and again, this is something that we very rarely do this season, we haven't seen a lot of. We haven't seen any goals from corners. Once we'd got that equaliser, and again, it was two players tried to sandwich Longstaff in the middle. It was a sloppy defensive error by them, if I'm honest. That fell beautifully for the toe of Willock, who manages just to get it in off the post. And once we'd got that goal, the game actually changed, because then they
Isaac,
had to.
sorry.
Hold on, let
Sorry,
him
Isaac.
have a stake.
Isaac had to got the toe poke. Then all of a sudden the game changed. They then allowed a space in behind, and every time the ball went forward, and it was some lovely build-up play, like I say, that little bit of a link-up play with Tonali for the second goal allowed a space into the midfield. And like I say, I have no problem with Tonali playing. I think he's an amazing footballer. The biggest problem for me, you've got far too many similarities with with Tonali and Bruno. They both want to play in the same hole. So one has to start maybe, and one has to come on. And the only problem for me is the fact that because you've given Bruno the captaincy this season, have you lost the chance of giving him, the starting position? Because to me, I still believe Tonali is a better player than Bruno. I still think he's a very much more technically available player than Bruno in certain times. But what we have got now, and this is something that I haven't seen from Newcastle in a very, very long time, we've started to see depth in the squad. We've started to see players that can come off the bench and actually change the way we play. And we've seen that today with Tonali coming into the field. He caresses the ball. He's smooth on the ball. He never looks under pressure, and he plays simple. And he plays in front of him. He doesn't play anywhere else. He plays what he can see. And for me, like I said, that's something that Newcastle have missed for years. Now all of a sudden we've got this bench of players that can come on, do something different. And for me, the player that was outstanding and probably my man of the match was J7. I thought the goal, he took it beautifully well from his right hand foot, bringing it back onto his left hand foot and shooting it into the corner of the box. Lovely bent ball with his left foot. I thought that was tremendous. And then you've got Barnes coming on. Again, Barnes is the type of player who loves space in front of him. He doesn't like playing against players that sit deep. But you give Barnes the opportunity to run at you. We know he's got a left and a right foot. And again, the way he took his goal, bringing it in from his left-hand foot, shooting to the near post. Yet it was a slight deflection and a nutmeg, which wrong-footed tells at the near post. But, you've got to take your chances. Then he has another opportunity, again, breaking from deep. And it's a simple 3-on-3. It's the weighted pass. He's got the opportunity. He shoots first time. And unfortunately, he doesn't get the second goal that he deserved. But again, it's about how you dominate a game. And like I say, possession is only 9/10 of the law. We know that. You've got to start hitting the back of the net.
Yep.
But like I said, the beauty for me, and I said this at the start of the match, now Isaac scoring, it's 4-4. How different we look as a team. So well done, the lads.
All right, so we're gonna get to the comments as well. We're gonna definitely try and show all of them. There is a link in the chat that's pinned. You can just join it via your phone if you want to. No camera needed. So do that. So I'm ready as well, trying to join, and he left, but we got other people that are joining, having their say. Let me get to Benjamin. Benjamin, what is your take on the game, mate?
Yeah, I can't remember who just put that comment in there. I think it was Queen of Hearts. Lovely Queenie.
Yeah, Queen of Hearts, game of two halves. Yep.
It was a game of two halves. She was absolutely straight. I do not think that we were dominating the first half, despite what you say, win, and I love you, but I don't think that we were dominating that first half. Possession, one thing, maybe, sure, but it didn't look like we were getting in there and scoring. The second half came on, and we got the goal from Isak, which was tremendous. And guys, first of all, I want to apologize for in the chat this morning. I woke up, I turned you on.
Yeah.
I was hungover, and I saw the lineup, and I was upset.
I should have stuck to my guns too. No, but that's your opinion. Don't apologize for your opinion, man.
Well,
I'm not gonna lie that.
What I'm saying is, I'm upset because you see when Tonali and Barnes come on the pitch, and you see what they do. So why can't we see what they do for 90? Mm-hmm. Does that make sense?
Because when they start for 90, they don't do it.
Well,
it's not as simple as that.
That sample size win is very small, so we don't fully really know. But when Tonali came on, you can see instantly instantly that we got control of that game. Tonali's
That's
lovely
right.
little passes, everywhere. I even heard you on the commentary when I had the commentary on the whole time. Tonali's lovely little passes everywhere. Why can't we see that for 90 minutes, guys? I don't think Sean Longstaff had a bad game.
No, he didn't.
He had a good game.
Yeah, well,
He had a decent game.
I think it was indifferent. I didn't think he had a bad game. I didn't think he had a great game.
Listen, there is a Longstaff agenda. Let's just admit it, folks.
Well, Win.
No, there is no longer lost of agenda. See, there's a problem with you on that.
No,
You know, it's not. I think if you try to compare it to Tonali, he's going to lose every time. So it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate.
How many times have I got to say it? Listen, we're going over old ground here.
Exactly.
Tonali's a better footballer.
You
than
got
what
your
Longstaff
opinion,
is.
so you got to respect Ben having his. So,
but Win, what you just said. Win, what you just said. Tonali's a better football player. Full stop. There you go.
And when he comes on the pitch, I corrected you on your wrong stat. He comes on the pitch. He is involved in the last 2 goals that when we won the game.
Yes.
There's no more clear evidence. You don't have to look at it in the crystal ball or anything like that. You saw the man come on the pitch, and you saw the man create the plays where we scored back to back.
Thank you.
There's no more evidence. I don't. This.
And Longstaff was on the pitch at the same time.
Perfect. And you've heard me say. If Longstaff needs to be on the pitch, 100% perfect. But so does Tonali.
But he didn't touch the ball. Win on those.
He didn't,
on those
exactly.
2 build-up goals. Listen. I do not want to hate this guy. I don't. I really don't. And I don't hate Longstaff. But when you said it, Tonali is a better football player. And when we signed him, do you think Tonali in his broken English thought, I'm gonna sign for this club and I'm gonna be on the bench?
I'm gonna be on the bench.
Yeah, I don't want to be on the bench. Exactly.
But look, the clear evidence is that
he did not sign for the club to sit on the bench behind Sean Longstaff, and I think that's criminal still. Yes. Yeah. When he comes on the pitch, it's murder, lights out, 2 goals. He was involved in.
And it's unbelievable. The rules, the books will say that the Eddie Howe's changes changed the game.
It did, in fairness.
It did because, I mean, of course it will. You got the best players on the bench. It will always work that way. But the thing is, how can we, if we all agree that Tonali needs to be on the pitch, we need to put him on the pitch somewhere.
We don't all agree.
So you don't think Tonali should be on the pitch? Perfect. You would have been stuck at 1-1.
Question. I just ask you guys a question? Just a simple one. We want to be an elite team. We want to be, Arsenal, Liverpool, Man City, and the like. We're going to have international players in the squad that will have to sit on the bench when we get that big. Because when you keep buying these players, there's going to be teams that, times that they play and times that they get benched. We can't all argue that all of them need to play all of the time, because if you're going to become a Man City team, I'm just saying, when we become the Man City side and we've got internationals 20 deep, then you're going to start saying, well, who should start and who shouldn't start, because they all deserve a shot.
We're not at that point yet, Gary.
No, exactly. And that's what I said. What you need to do now as a head coach is tweak the system to suit the players that you've got coming into the park. And unfortunately, at this present moment in time, like I said to you before, I don't see enough in Tonali to play alongside Bruno.
You don't see enough on Tonali to play.
Not to play on the right-hand side in Longstaff position.
Wherever. He can play as a goal. If you put Tonali as a goalkeeper or something, as long as he plays, I'm good.
Like I said, I see something different.
And that's where that's where your rationale is completely
No, it's not, because he needs to be on the pitch. And you don't see what Tonali does to be on the pitch when he won you the game. That's the reason why you're jumping up and down, celebrating.
No,
he is the reason.
Where did Tonali come onto the pitch? He came and played in the centre. That's what I'm saying.
Perfect.
So you have to. That's what I'm saying.
I told you I agree with you.
The system. Yeah, you have to.
That's perfect. But Eddie Howe needs to do that. You know what I mean? But he needs to be on the pitch.
Yeah, exactly. But then what do? You're going to substitute your captain?
His goals came.
He doesn't need to be substituted.
His goals came from a 10.
So where do you play Bruno?
Tonali's goal contributions came when he played as a 10 where Willock was.
Let me
didn't
ask you, who had a better game, Willock or Tonali?
Oh,
Willock.
again, you've
Who had a better game?
yeah.
Willock had a fantastic game when he
Okay,
was
but
on the
so
pitch.
on that answer
Well,
alone, I know who got a better game.
yeah, Tonali contributed to the winning goal. So you know, if you're going to look at that, then yes, Tonali played in and was involved in the 2 goals that led to the win. But what I'm saying to you is, Tonali has to fit a system, the same as Bruno, the same as Willock. And at this present moment in time, what we've got is a midfield which I think
Um,
is lovely to have, where they're all vying for positions. They're all fighting, they're all battling, and that's what you want. It's
mhm.
lovely the fact that we all have an opinion on who should start and who shouldn't. But when you've got players all fighting for the same shirt, that's going to
Eh,
get
w-
commitment going forward.
Look, but
Can
yeah,
I just add a
I
point?
agree with that. But with all due respect, Tonali is miles ahead of everybody else in the
Can I
midfield.
can I
So
just add a point
I
real quick?
agree.
I don't think he's fighting. I don't think everybody else is playing up to his level when he's on the pitch. So if you have that clear advantage on everybody else, you should be the
Yeah,
starter. It's like Nick Pope being a starter over Rudy, of course. Why? Pope is
yeah.
miles ahead of Rudy.
He's a better,
So
absolutely.
so
I,
Tonali needs to be
I,
on there.
that's what I'm
And
saying. I don't disagree with your comment. I think you've got an absolutely perfect comment. But all of you have got a perfect comment. But for me, Eddie Howe's made a rod for his own back here by giving Bruno the captain, because now you've
maybe that
got a
was another.
player that you have to move out of position to
No, no.
play
in,
somewhere else to
look,
get Tonali on the
in my
pitch.
opinion, Eddie needs to change his formation to make it. But somebody's gonna have to come out regardless. So
Even
I
though we've won 3-1, he's got to change his formation.
yeah, we
Yes.
won. The last one, the last 2 out of the 3 that we won because of when Tonali was on the pitch. The last 2 out of the 3, Tonali was on the pitch when we won. Okay, so and
Yeah.
in my estimation, the most game that we won it and we were better than the team, but blah 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 was Arsenal, and he wasn't on the pitch, and we won it. So I'll give it to you. But the 2 out of the last 3, he was on the pitch. So you got to take in consideration. You got to put the best players on the pitch, man, because you got to do it. That's it.
Two
You got to
at
do it.
home, 1 away.
What
Yeah.
can I just say? Can I just say that we went down again 1-0. Now it wasn't his fault, but I'm saying we
Yeah.
went down 1-0 when Longstaff started. Coincidentally, Tonali comes on, not for Longstaff, mind you. I understand that. Tonali comes on and he's on the pitch, and then we win 3-1. So to me, and he was involved in both of the goals. So
From
to
inside
me,
left.
And,
well,
and and I tell you, man, look, if Tonali I'm sorry, if Longstaff needs to be on, let him be on. I don't give a damn. I just want Tonali to be on because he wins you the games. You have more of a chance of winning. And by the way, we gotta the defense.
Yeah, but
First of all, before we talk about the defense, let's get to the great thing here is the Newcastle United 18 points with 8th in the league. We're back in business. We are joint for 5th.
joined 5th.
To me, that is great. We got results that we didn't expect. Most didn't expect. And so right there with Arsenal, right there with Chelsea and Fulham, Aston Villa is the same thing. So we're very much in the mix. We cannot let go of the gas pedal. I don't know if you guys
Exactly.
call it that in the UK. We cannot let go. We got to maintain. We're getting results, and obviously, Eddie Howe has to
So we do the
look.
same again.
Eddie Howe has to look at this. Is Eddie Howe is supposed to be an analyst on his own team and not just go by the score. He needs to think and say what players have performed good, what players are not adding to the mix, what players that are being put as subs are definitely improving the team. He's got a one hell of a job to do, folks. He's got one hell of a job to do moving forward. We're
the
going
job,
on an international break.
Chris,
Yeah,
the
go on,
job,
babe.
the job is easy. You start Sandro Tonali. The job is easy. If you're not going to put if you're not going to put Barnes on, fine. If you're not going to put Barnes on, fine.
Yeah, I
But
give up on that one kind of because I
yeah,
don't.
I've given up on that as well.
Hang on,
Although
Ben.
he is the most effective player
Hang on,
as far
Ben.
as this season,
He
unbelievable.
didn't start Tonali, and he didn't start Barnes, and we've won 3-1.
But
both
Win,
e-
that
the
could have gone.
the
That
the
could have
both
just
the
gone the other
the
way.
No,
the,
he doesn't get it, man.
listen, they both
Uh,
ended up on the pitch,
Yeah,
and
and
we've
they
won 3-1.
and I'm not telling you Tonali just came in and he was sitting in the corner and we won. He was the reason why those plays ended up in goals. You know what I mean? By the way, the one for Joe Linton, obviously he had to shoot it. He had the great thing, but he
Great.
let Joe Linton give it that long pass for him to run and be out there and be able to execute that. And then the last play, he's the one that gave Gordon. He got the assist. So not
Well,
Gordon,
it was the
Harvey
ball.
Barnes.
It was the ball
Harvey
to
Barnes.
J7
So
that created that, which was Gordon.
so
Not
he was involved in those plays. So if
hang
and
on,
again,
you're the very person
I'm
who
not
said to
debating.
me
I'm not
that
debating.
Longstaff doesn't count on
I'm
the
not
Arsenal
debating.
goal.
I'm not debating on. Hold on. I'm not debating on Longstaff. Okay. You know what? I'm Longstaff and 11 and 10 other players. I'm Longstaff in. I want Longstaff in every single match moving forward. If Longstaff doesn't start in every match from here to January, I'm not going to Newcastle.
And I'm not.
I'm not moving. I'm not going to. I want Longstaff to start every single game, every cup game, every whatever game we play. I want him to start. So I'm a Longstaff in, and I'm Betsy. You're listening. Get the appointment for the tattoo shop set up because I want to get him on my butt. I want to get Longstaff. I'm a Longstaff supporter in and out. I just want the best team with the best player. Newcastle's best player is Tonali, man. Newcastle's most effective player is Barnes. I gave up on that. Great, but I just it's a different player, and I'm tired of arguing. And everybody agrees with me. Even the people that shout against me agree with me. But they're like, all of a sudden, he's just because he comes on the bench that's why we've been winning. And no, I would. To me, if give the best players the most time to perform, you're gonna have the most chances to win.
But Chris, we are only winning when these guys come off the bench because we don't know what it looks like when they start. When both of these guys start, we for a 90 minutes, we don't know exactly what they do because either they don't start or they get hooked at 65 minutes. So we need to start these guys. Eh, Praise God. I'm with you, Chris. If Longstaff starts every game and we win every game from now on, I'll get Longstaff tattooed on my neck. I
There you
don't
go,
care.
right on. Get it right there in your lip and your mouth, man.
Yeah.
I've seen those tattoos.
Listen,
Praise
it's the
God.
first time we've scored 3 goals in a game. I mean, I think that's what I'm saying. It's changing. Things are changing. Now we've got
And
somebody who can score goals up top. It creates an whole different avenue for us going forward because with the movements, it brings other players and it gets everybody involved. And that's for me. I love the fact that we can discuss
Right.
who
Here,
should and who shouldn't play because now it looks and it sounds like we've got a squad of players. We haven't
here,
had this for a very long time, and I love it.
and here's the ray of light. And this is in Eddie Howe's mindset. That's 2 games on the trot now that Longstaff has played 90 minutes. So Eddie, with his new mindset, might be saying, right, he's had 90 minutes. Next time, Tonali starts because he hasn't had 90 minutes or 90 minutes as he had. And so he'll start Tonali next time.
I don't think that needs to be the be all end all win. If Longstaff,
The be on and end all, Ben, is the results.
I know, and I want to just counter that slightly. If Longstaff is on the pitch for 90 minutes and we keep winning, by all means, I'm not a hater. Put him on, but conversely, you need to put Tonali on also. And I don't know if that means Tonali in the center, Bruno on the left. I don't know what that means, but Tonali for me is a must start. We paid how much money for that guy in the summer 2 years ago? What does this guy have to do to get a
yeah,
starting
he
space?
can't do anything. Pete says one of the twins will win, which is the whole point, and yet still obsessed with Longstaff not being benched. Jesus, enjoy the win. Well, like I said, Pete, you want to have a watch party? We can do that after the show. We can get naked. We can start drinking beer and do all that stuff. Right here, we're supposed to analyze the game. Where you at, man? You gonna come and get your opinion? Get hot, baby. Get a step in the kitchen because
Well,
it's getting hot.
the thing is
And the
also,
thing is, it's not that we're not enjoying the game. And I just told you, I'm gonna get Longstaff tatted on my lip and on my butt. And if he doesn't play every single game from until January, I'm not gonna go to Newcastle.
but here's
So
the
I
thing,
want,
guys.
but I want Tonali in because he's the best player. He's the reason why
Yes.
you want to celebrate, Pete.
When Longstaff is doing a perfect 15, 20-yard pass, we're ready to put a statue up next to Shearer at St. James Park. Why?
Yeah.
Any midfielder will do that. Any quality midfielder will do that. That's fine. I love that. But we can't be jocking his balls because of it. I'm glad he played 90 minutes. I'm glad he didn't do anything wrong. I'm glad he had a decent game. I love that. But we can't be making him out to be Shearer in a copper statue out
Well,
front of the thing.
the thing here is, because people are getting it wrong. We're not. Well, I'm not arguing about Longstaff anymore to be off the pitch. I'm not.
I
I'm
want
arguing. I'm arguing
Tonali
Tonali on
in
the
the
pitch.
team.
There we go. So
Thank
we
you.
agree then. We agree.
Thank you. Yeah.
There we go. Dexy. The first time I'm seeing Dexy is the results business. There you go. And
Exactly.
and Tonali is the reason why you got results today. Niall Powell. If Longstaff
because he came on when
maybe or we could have
when the
beaten.
legs were tired, you could
Or we coulda-
argue when they were having to press forward
He's a
again.
midfielder, man. He doesn't have to break
So wait,
nobody
did
else.
he come on the left for Willock, where he
No,
played?
he went to the middle.
No, he was playing
was in the
on
middle?
side left.
Tonali was in the middle.
No,
and
Tonali was in the middle. It was Bruno who goes into the left slots.
Okay,
That's
good.
what I said.
No, both of the goal creations were when Tonali was going up the left channel.
Right.
Yeah, but you're breaking from midfield, so
Yeah, but
you're breaking from
Well,
the middle.
you're
aren't you,
arguing that
into the
Bruno
left.
would have been there.
No,
No,
but
because
hold on.
Bruno was instrumental in
This
the
dude,
play before that. That's what
everything
I'm
is
saying.
so now they place in the middle. So all of a sudden he can only run up and down through the middle. No, man, when he's based in the middle, he gets the ball and he chooses where to run. It's not so literal.
No,
Damn, man.
The ball was passed to him when he was in the inside left channel.
Yeah. But that's my point. Either you play Tonali on the left to start the game where he plays for Italy, right? Or you play him in the center where he can kind of dictate the game and where that ball goes.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what's happened to everybody trying to get in, by the way.
Rolly said he was trying to get in, but he couldn't hear us. He had the same issue that some people have. They can't hear us.
You know what, guys? I have to clear off. I'm going to watch the NFL now at a party. So I love you guys.
All right,
I will see you on the next one. Howay the lads. We
Indeed.
There we go.
Let's go. I love you.
All right, so we'll see you then. We'll see you later on, man. You can join, have your say. The link is right there. But we gotta keep analyzing the game, man. A good victory though. Good victory away at Forest, and going to an international break like this is a really good way of doing it. We're gonna play against West Ham next, Crystal Palace, and then Liverpool. So you can say based on the way the way West Ham has been playing and Crystal Palace, certainly those are games as well that we need to go out there and get, because then you got Liverpool. And then you're going to get another nice break, by the way, against Brentford and Leicester. Brentford doing decent, though. It's mid-table. I mean, more than some people expected. And definitely against Brentford is going to be a good test to see what they are about for the Cup anyway. But you got to give kudos to the win in itself, because to me it was a must-win. You got to win the games that are winnable. I didn't think that Forest made it easy in the beginning. Let me welcome Brent, man. Brent, you all right, mate?
What's up, guys?
What's up, bro? We got the same top on.
We are happy.
Yeah, as I said, 3 points.
Brant's got his China shirt on as well.
Yeah, play it off on again. Play it off.
I think Chris, we're gonna have to wear these every match now,
exactly,
until we lose.
Oh, I love my Jordy C. By the way, Jordy C, man, he was a chatter way back a long time ago when we started the channel. So welcome back, Jordy Z, mate. Lovely to have you on the chat, bro. Everybody give Jordy Z a round of applause for being one of the OGs in the chat. So welcome back, mate. Lee NUFC says he hates fake fans like me, man. Like, you keep hating, brother. You keep it. Whether you listen, what was somebody says, hated or adored, but never ignored. That's the American mag. So you better bring on, keep on getting. Thank you for that view though, Lee and UFC. So you keep on coming over here and having having a go at me. I love it. Oh, I think you went flying. Anyways, Brent, what do you think about the game, bro?
Yeah, I think, like they said before, kind of a tale of two halves. First half, I saw Everton, Brighton. Second half, I saw Chelsea Cup match.
Yeah.
We dominated possession both halves, but it doesn't really matter unless you can put them in. So
That's
once
true.
we started putting them in and breaking Forest open there, then came the rest. And yeah, I think Tonali was class. Every touch I saw him make, and I'm sure I missed some, but he looked great. Longstaff was good.
That's
He
true.
was real good. I think Gordon seemed a little tired, so I hope he gets a little bit of a break during this break. I hope that he doesn't actually get on the field too much for England, because I think I think Arsenal wore him out. Plus, he's coming off injury still, so hopefully this break
It'll
he
be
gets
interesting to
some.
see whether he goes now with this potential
Yeah,
groin strain, mate, because it looks like that has
Yeah.
come back to haunt him.
yeah. I'm hoping that he actually doesn't, and he just goes and chills out in the Middle East with the rest of the team. That's what I'm hoping for. Um,
Yeah.
So, but yeah, 3 points. Like I was saying the other day, 3 points is big. I really think we needed that to give ourselves a shot moving forward to push for those higher European spots. So big win. I think it brings Forest's feet back to the ground a little bit too. I think they'll still be pushing for European spots, but I think they're going to fall down a little bit after this. So
Yeah. Some people having issues logging in. Not. I don't know who's. I think Rolly had issues, but there you go. So and I'm seeing I got a lot of WhatsApp chats right now, man. So I can't read them all. So I'll get to them once I get to them. A lot of people having a go at me. Don't have a go at me, man. Have a go at your manager who's not putting the right players on the pitch. Which we're winning though. That's listen. At the end of it, it's about that.
yeah,
And also, like I said, I keep bringing this up. By the way, is but it is true. I mean, if a player performs great, every time he's on the pitch and he doesn't get game time, you're gonna lose him. That's a fact. You're gonna lose him. And I understand that people need to be happy, blah blah blah, but not to this level. When you're really important and to the team, yeah, it's by the way, great players don't have none of this. I can be on the bench business. They want to be on the pitch. Great players. And you brought up a great point, Gary, about having bench players and putting up. But we don't have that. I think we need to have everything going, all the meat on the grill, man.
Listen, there was an excellent comment really early doors in the live match in the chat, and I didn't get the chance to show it, but it just said, I can't remember even who it was, but just said, "Look at our bench," and that's one massive difference.
Yeah, man.
Oh,
But
absolutely.
Between this season and last season.
It's way better when you have Miley,
yeah, those guys,
back.
which we haven't seen Miley yet, which is a thing. When are we going to see him?
And
I don't know.
Target was on the bench, which kind of was surprising to me.
Yeah, I
but
was gonna say he's alive. He's alive.
yeah,
Yeah.
Them bollocks are doing fine. It looks like. By the way, Gordon didn't have a really specifically a good game today.
no,
No,
and actually,
he was
I think
good.
Powell made a good point. I think when he kind of went back to the left, he looked a little bit more lively. And of course, Joe Linton. See, at first, whenever I saw that switch when Joe Linton went to the right, I was like, I don't know about this. I haven't seen J7 play well on the left, but then J7 scored the goal from that position from the left wing. So,
I mean, that's when he started his career, wasn't it? He played right winger for Hoffenheim.
or sorry, yeah,
He
right.
scored lots of goals on that side. But again, for me, he's too gangly to beat players. He's not he's not a traditional winger that's tricky and can get behind players. He's not fast. But what he does give you is that rawness. He gives you that brute strength, and we all know he can hold play. We all know I mean, for me, I kept on saying he's like a perfect number 10 that'll just draw the ball on and then play people in, because he hasn't got a lot else. But because of that, you can't play him there. You know what I mean? He's a perfect
Yeah.
striker for strength, but he hasn't got the ability to go and finish. When he doesn't have to think about it, to me, J7's one of them players. Again, I think he was man of the match for me.
And
He
me.
didn't. He wasn't. He
J7.
wasn't. Yeah, he wasn't spectacular, but everything he does to benefit the team. If that makes any sense, his commitment to the cause for me today, playing left hand side, he never moans, he never shrugs his shoulders, he never lifts his hands up towards the, when it's not doing or it's not going well. He's committed to the cause fully. He comes over to the right hand side again, doesn't tear up any trees, but just allows the play to start coming through the right hand channel. We'd been dominating the left hand side. We're getting nothing. We've had nothing on the right hand side. All of a sudden, J7's out there and he's bringing the play. He's getting involved, and then he comes into that inside right position. He draws the defender onto him. He switches it to his left foot, and he curls a beautiful ball into the far corner. And everybody, even myself, I'm thinking, wow, that's just delicacy. And he doesn't think much of it. He doesn't go mental. It's a goal. He looks into the crowd and he's going, come on, we got this. And that to me is just a sign of a player that's committed to the cause. And like I said before, you could play J7 at fullback, you could play him as a goalkeeper. He'd still give you the same amount of effort anywhere on the park because he bleeds black and white at this present moment in time. But I think Steve was right. I think Steve had a really good shout earlier on. Why not try and keep a settled team? And if Gordon's now unfit, we know that he may not play when he comes back from international duty because of this groin strain. If it is a problem,
and
then keep Barnes out there and play J7 on the right hand side. I mean, we've got such a variation now. It's great.
I don't know how you guys feel about this, but sometimes, it's been another one of those things in football where when a player has something else in his mind, and this could be international, it maybe doesn't want to get hurt, maybe it's not running as intense because he wants to go out there and perform for his national team, which I appreciate. And because obviously, not saying that he's going to go out there and not play well just because, but maybe just the nature of being a human being, maybe that had something to do with it. But I mean, yeah, just we got to. Gordon played good against on the right side against Arsenal. Obviously, was involved in that goal, but we still got the jury's still out on how he can perform on the right side, which I've debated and said that he needs to be given time. So I can't say that he needs to go anywhere else. But I do agree that you need to give time to these players, man, to perform, or else you can't judge players on on one game or two games or one good game, one bad game. You have to give them time. If Gordon is going to be the right wing, then he needs to be the right wing, because he went to the left during the game, and I think you got to keep trying it. Johnny NUFC, lovely goat J7. There you go. Osula also came on, and Dubale says Osula was just silly 22 seconds on the pitch.
That was running the
But
clock
just
down,
wasting
wasn't
time.
it? Yeah, that's running the clock.
I just, you're up 3-1. I feel like he should at least get 5-10 minutes. Why not?
That's true as well.
We're not going to give up 2 goals in 10 minutes, and it's not going to be Osula's fault.
Ooh,
so put him on the pitch.
But it's not. But
it's not going to be Osula's fault. Put him on the pitch. He's up front.
I agree with you, man. I agree with you. See, Americans, they know football, man. I agree with you there. Johnny says Gordon was really off it today. Niall, I don't think Gordon will go to England now. Maybe. Why not? Oh, yeah, the injury. We haven't talked about that.
Yeah, well,
that's what I said, the groin strain potential.
Yeah.
And maybe he started feeling it today, and that is running. That's all running right there. And actually, moving quickly out of nowhere, changing direction. So if he was feeling it before kickoff or something, maybe that explains his performances, and it just gave out before.
Yeah, he was. Gordon was not on his horse today like he normally is.
Wow, so that's interesting, man. Because
and I think that's why I said they changed it round because Gordon wasn't in game. But whether that was carrying the injury, I don't know. But I also think what they tried to do, it was tactical more than technical, if you like, because they know Aina going forward is a problem child for what's happened with Nottingham Forest play previous to our game today. He has been instrumental going forward, linking up play, scored a cracking goal last week, and then all of a sudden, you start thinking, have we done that to try and nullify him coming out of the back four? And it seemed to work because we seemed to press them right back. It was beyond that, it was like, what do we do then? And I think throwing Gordon out there was trying to get in behind them on a more, often basis. And we know Gordon's got a lot of trickery. He comes in on his good foot, he goes out on his left foot. And I think that was just trying to do a tactical thing more than his groin. But his groin did seem to pop really quickly when he was on a bit of a run. I didn't really see the incident because the camera angle was somewhere else. But then when you pan back, you're like he gets up gingerly and he's holding the inside of his groin, and you start thinking, "Ooh, has that pop now all of a sudden?" And like I say, that will obviously stop you from going full pelt, and it will also hinder your game. So there was a potential that he could feel it. To me, he was probably silly not to mention it, earlier on and come off. But like you said before, Chris, everybody wants to play.
All right. So haven't done the poll for men of the match. Fast clean, carpet cleaning, Houghton, Durham, Houghton in Durham. If you need your carpet cleaning, check it out. We just gave you a plug for no reason. You better stay on, man, because we're gonna keep giving you a plug. We have just won. Go and show that one again. Sorry, we just won 1-3 again. Sean is taking and is getting Snick really. Stick. No, he's not really though, because I told you he needs to be on the pitch, and if he's not, I'm quitting the channel. Now, man of the match poll. So, what candidate? We need 4 candidates. Tonali needs to be on.
You've got J7,
J7, Hall.
Willick.
Well, that's it then.
And
You're just going with 3?
no,
No, it's 4. It's Tonali, J7, Hall, and Willick.
Oh, because Tonali's definitely in, right?
Yeah, because I mean, you would have been a draw. It would have been a draw, man. You want to have a 1-1?
Well, here's an idea. Isak scored a goal and got an assist. He got the assist for the J7 goal.
Exactly. Yeah. There you go. See, it's about numbers, man. Sometimes. Lewis Hall played great though, but was he really influential in the result? That's the thing. So.
Well, he was breaking up their attacks. It limited them to 1 defensive error.
Yeah, but then they went to the other side. So
and instrumental in a lot of the attacks that created our 14 shots on target at the finish.
There you go. Okay, well, let's start the poll. So Lewis Hall over Isak, according to the old man.
Easy.
So there you go.
Livramento over Isak.
Wow. Okay.
But we'll see that in the scores
glad you're not the king of the UK. All right. Or the Prime Minister.
Oh, you would see things if I was the Prime Minister.
If we had the population in England or in the UK would just flock away, man. But anyways, the poll is up, so please vote.
Would certainly plummet.
Go and vote right now in the chat right now. Vote who your option is for the man of the match. Mr. Trebug Zundalop says, "How out still?" What is that name from? Do you think?
I have no idea.
Trebug Zundalop. Zundalop maybe from
Zundalop.
Like Ukraine.
I'm guessing East Europe somewhere. Maybe it's Albania. They've got lots of Z's in the name.
Okay, Trebrug, where you from, bro? Trying to know our
clientele.
Yeah, clientele exactly. Shout out to all of you. He's laughing, so he's probably from Durham somewhere. He got a name. He got a name.
South Africa.
No, neither, says Trebrug. So there you go. So let us know where you're from, bro. Let's go with some comments here.
He said South Africa.
Oh, did he? Oh, South Africa, lad. So there you go, right there.
All right, hey guys, I got to run.
All
big
right, man,
3 points. Nice game. We'll see you. We'll see you guys next time.
There you go, man. See you, bro. Take care.
Brugge, get in the.
Oh my God! Here we go. Here's the Mighty Win recruiting.
Yeah. We want worldwide mags, so get your details over to us, and we will get you on the worldwide mags.
Yeah, my goodness.
A proper South African as opposed to a Welsh one.
Exactly. That's definitely what we want. All right. So, any other talking points that you guys would like to bring up? This game was, I mean, first of all, the result is the main thing, obviously. But when you break down the game, I thought that we had some really good performances. I wasn't happy with Dan Barron, to be fair, this game.
Eh?
Yeah, not happy at all. Fabian Scher is showing some deficiencies, man, defensively. That's scaring me at moments.
Getting all together, unfortunately, mate. That's the problem, I think. I
Yeah,
mean,
well,
we saw, Fabian Schär going for a diving header when the ball went straight over his head, and I'm like, what are you doing that for? There's a couple of for me. There was a couple of things. I mean, somebody said Isaac broke the line for their goal, and if he'd have stayed where he was, he would have stopped
yeah,
the ball
some,
coming across. So, I mean, like I say, it's ifs, buts, and maybes, isn't it? But for me, if you're going to commit yourself to a position, you've got to attack the ball. And I don't like it sometimes when we go zonal marking because we never look comfortable zonal marking.
mm,
And I think sometimes you've got to have players that are committed to the runs of the opposition. And if you've got a player, if everybody goes man for man, or at least attacks the ball from a distance, you've got more chance. So there's always going to be in every game I've seen this season, even last season, there's going to be certain points where you can be over cynical about. And like I say, for us to keep coming back, going a goal down, one of these days it's going to bite us harsh, and we're not going to be able to do that. So there's certain areas that we still need to tighten up. I still don't think we are a team that will stop leaking goals. But you know what? Like I said, for me, the biggest plus point is the fact that we're starting to score goals now. And like I say, 4-4 for Isaac. Lads are starting to mould together. So I'm only going to be looking at the plus points. And I think for me, to go to City Ground, who are on fire at the minute, like I say, they've never ever lost a game this season when they've got a goal up. So for us to be the only team to do it, well done, the lads, because it takes some achievement, that does.
And they've never
yeah,
conceded more than 2.
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. All right, let's go with the comments because people are having their opinion. So keep bringing them on, and let us start with Stephen Harker. We got a few from Stephen Harker. The Forest fans unloaded, saying Yates is better than Bruno. It's the shittest, dirtiest bastard I've ever seen. He was fouling a lot. I don't know about dirty. There was no dirty fouls though. He was fouling a lot. He deserved a yellow card sooner than later. Um, but yeah. So I mean, no, he's no
My
Bruno.
shin high on Willock wasn't very clever.
Well, there was an elbow, I think, though, with
and
Livramento, now, wasn't it?
it was a clothesline on Willock as well.
Yeah.
Was it
So
Willock?
no, it was Livramento.
Yeah, Livramento.
Yeah. Two Nut says Gordon deserves more criticism than Longstaff in this
Yeah,
game.
he
Yeah,
does.
yeah.
Yeah,
I don't think anybody's criticized Longstaff though. I think we've loved
well,
Longstaff.
only insofar as you're saying he shouldn't be on the pitch, that all he should.
No, didn't I just make it clear that I will quit the
Well,
channel if he doesn't play
yeah.
every week.
So
I
then
just made
you've
it
got to
clear.
take. So then you've got to take
No,
someone else off,
well, exactly. Tonali needs to be on the pitch. That's what I've been
right?
saying.
Right. So who do
Foxy
you take off?
says anybody else. I told you. Take Isak out. Put Tonali up front. Big 3 points. Perfecto way to go into the international break. But we need to make sure we keep up this level of consistency home and away. Now enjoy the rest of the weekend, everyone. Thank you, Foxy, mate. Appreciate that.
Foxy.
To Nut, we already got that one. Stephen Harker. Think they were try since 85. Niall, remember it has to be approved and watch the ball go out of play. What player are we talking about?
No idea.
Okay. Well, Niall says it doesn't just stop. Need for us to get the right wing in January and in Buemo and youngster kid, and then we could sell Miggy and Murphy. Well, don't hold
Well,
your
only
breath
if
about
somebody's prepared to buy them.
don't hold your breath about selling anybody, man. Especially those guys because they're not in for them. But the point is, you just get the reinforcement and you play the reinforcement plays. And Buemo would be good, but I didn't get a lot of right wing. We need a right wing last week. Didn't get a lot of that. And we don't know really if Gordon can be an option or not. To be honest, well, look, I think he can play. He can be there. He can play there. He just gotta. Sometimes he'll have good games and bad games. He's certainly been having bad games on the left this season. So, Gordon was poor first half, but second half was better when he switched back over. Johnny NUFC says every time I say we don't need Barnes, he comes on and scores. There you go. So
Fantastic impact sub, which I've said all along.
Yeah, I should have stuck to my guns though, man. 3-1, I had it spot on, but it's when you see a lineup like that, those changes kind of throw me off. And but I was still right though. I was still right because with the right players on the pitch, we got the right result. But
Yeah.
and I
I
had it
read
right
right.
as well
I was gonna
without
say
the
you
right
had it.
players.
Yeah, exactly.
Because we were 1-1 without the right players, man. Damn it, I had it right. But then Eddie going and put in the
And
right
working
players.
his magic.
No. He just put the right players on the pitch. The
Working his magic.
Harpo says never in doubt. So there we
Oh,
go.
that's unusual because Hartwell's a bigger pessimist than you are.
No, not really though. Remember we
We
haven't had Harmeet.
Listen,
Harmeet,
on a technical issue, Chris, there's something seriously going on with the guys trying to join.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Army tried to join, but he couldn't get in.
There's
Harmeet-
lots of
Harmeet?
people trying
Yeah.
the link.
Oh, Amrit.
Amrit started to get in, but he didn't
Yeah,
get. He didn't get in.
Amrit, Rowley, Lewis,
but-
they were all
yeah.
in, and
Well, but we probably gonna have to worry about that when we're not online talking about the game. When maybe that's not
yeah,
the
I'm
topic
just
right now,
saying
man.
we'll get some more in. Keep it
Yeah,
going.
man. Well, look, we're about to be in an hour, so we're about to go anyway. Brian Quinn, outstanding team effort from the lads. Eddie gets it right, says Brian Quinn. Stephen
That's my man.
Stephen Howe only came on to see the egg running off the American numpty's face. There you go. The American numpty was right though. He was right. Undefeated, baby. Make sure you're well wrapped up when you come over. Betsy will be cold. Is it cold over there right now?
Yeah, it's not too bad, I suppose.
No,
It's not too bad over here, man.
Yeah.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
it's not too bad if you're used to it, Chris. There's a difference, buddy.
Yeah, it's
You,
cold.
you were saying
I don't
the
think
other day,
I don't think
you
it's
said-
it's
you were
that
saying
much
the
of
other
a
day
cold
that
difference.
20 degrees isn't warm.
Yeah, but that's
I
on the
don't
that's on
we're
the
like,
on the
"Whoa."
warm side. But on
Yeah,
the on the cold side, I don't think there's much of a difference between here and there.
No,
Uh,
I don't think there is. To be fair,
uh,
I mean,
uh,
to be fair, you guys do get sharp winters, don't you?
Hell yeah, it gets cold as hell. We don't get a lot of snow, but once we get it as well, we get a few inches. But yeah, and I mean it gets cold. It gets like 20s, 10s, 10 degree Fahrenheit. That would be like minus whatever in Celsius.
Does anybody understand that?
Yeah, well, the people that got common sense do. Yeah, mitas. And what the hell is a meet?
What's DMs?
What? What do you mean DM?
That's what I'm saying. I don't understand.
All right. So Jam Stature had a comment there. Oh, who is that fine gentleman in the middle? Mighty Win. Well, tell he can get in my DMs anytime. DM is like direct message, man. Like you can private message him on X or on Instagram. Her name is
Don't do any of
Antoniette.
that shit.
Her name is Antoniette. You got to send a bird with a letter to the Mighty Win if you want an answer. All right. Well, look, it's
Send a carrier pigeon with it.
there we go. Great victory for Newcastle, though. Nonetheless, putting the analysis away, I think it was massive. 8 points, right? Eighth, based on just somebody's got to be eighth. Join fifth. It's very good. We just got to keep it up. West Ham is the next one.
Keep it in touch with the top. That's what I keep saying. You just got to
That's it.
keep in touch
What
with
we've
the
got to
top.
do is
We got to keep up scoring.
we've got to finish our dinner, which we did today.
Yeah, we got it, but we got somebody that got to make
The build-up play is fine.
before somebody finishes their dinner. You got to make food though. And Tonali came on, chef, cooking it up. Some linguine, some shrimp and scallop linguine. Mr. Tonali and Mr. Joe Linton just went on and devoured his dinner. So there we go. Incredible result, incredible stuff. Who was voting? Yeah, good one. Because I always forget that one, man.
Yeah, we
I
always
didn't
forget that
even
one.
see the vote. On
So
my chat.
here we go. Interesting. Well, let's see when it appears because I just ended it. Oh, there we go. So man of the match is J7 with 62% of the votes. 62% of the votes. Who's second?
Lewis
Not,
Hall?
I would
not
say
Lewis
Lewis Hall.
Hall, not Willock, but the one and
Tonali.
only Tonali. Chef. He's cooking it up, man. He's cooking it up for everybody else to eat. You got to have a proper chef in the midfield. And Tonali with whatever, what did he get? 10, 15 minutes? Whatever? No, more than that, actually.
Yeah, he come on 67, didn't he?
He got the job done. So there you go. We should have put Longstaff in there, though. I didn't want to make it unfair. If I put Longstaff in there, it would have been 70, 80 to Longstaff, and everybody else would have gotten the rest. So I didn't want to make it unfair. But anyways, great performance. Good job, Longstaff. You done well, son. Two back-to-back games. Never thought I would make it. I've seen that, but tonight, Longstaff in. If Longstaff doesn't play, I'm not showing up on the channel. If we're doing the build-up, and Longstaff is not on the starting lineup, I'm walking off. So Gary, you better be expecting to be alone.
Well, yeah,
for a few-
you
for a
better expect we'll be alone next time because I
So,
think Tonali will start next time.
No, that's fine. Tonali needs to
Hang on,
start.
you were saying that you don't change a winning side, Win. I mean,
Exactly.
come on, lad.
He flip flops. Like, man, don't listen to him, man.
No,
Don't,
no, I'm saying if he follows Shankly's rules, especially actually change that because what I've just realised, the 90-90 doesn't count because we've got the international break now,
Yeah.
so that doesn't come into effect.
So, like I said, Longstaff in,
So he
no
will
matter
start
what.
same
and-
starting 11, and quite
And
rightly so.
James Stasher laugh. What you guys? Everybody laughing in the chat, man. Longstaff in. No questions, ifs or buts. Tonali needs to be on the pitch as well, though. I don't know where. Put him a goalkeeper. He will figure out a way to make a long ass pass to Isak, and he'll
Eventually.
score. So
Eventually.
no worries. But anyways, folks, been a great reaction. Thank you so much to everyone that's joined us. Thank you, Gary. Thank you, Mighty Win. Thank you, Ben, joining us. A lot of people try to join us as well. We're trying to get it sorted. No worries.
Are we back tonight or not?
No, man. No back
No?
tonight. No back tonight. We gotta let this one breathe. And tomorrow is Monday. Shoot, I thought tomorrow was Sunday. Never mind. Well, enjoy your
These Sunday
afternoon.
games always throw us, don't they?
Yeah, man. But tomorrow we'll be back. We'll probably let you guys do the breakfast show, do the prize course. You guys want to do that tomorrow? And obviously talk about other news that are coming up. You guys.
Can do if you want. I mean,
Yeah,
like I
yeah.
say, unless you want to come and do the scores tomorrow night.
Oh yeah, we can definitely do that too as well. So we'll see whatever comes up. If something big comes up though,
They're
we're
always
gonna have to.
something. Yeah, exactly.
We've
We'll
got
be here.
plenty to talk about tomorrow. Don't worry about
There we
that.
go.
Yeah.
All right, Nibala.
See you later.
We'll see you later. Take care. Thank you so much. Hit the like button, subscribe, and Eddie House comments coming up pretty soon on the channel. So stay tuned.
The
Anyways.
safety dog does the job again.
We'll see you later on, folks.
How are the
Okay,
lads?
everybody.